please direct your attention to your listening device for the show that believes there is no such thing as useless sports knowledge. This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. You're listening to episode number 362, which happens to be the career double total for Ichiro, shout out Markkus, and also the number of Shaq's rookie card in the Topps 92-93 set. Well, there's a new one for you card collectors. I'm your host tonight, Lux, and today's game will feature the Benchwarmer team of Tako and Josh Bohmbach versus Scott and assistant coach for our Patreon team, Marc Grenier. Hi, Mark. It's probably been about 9 months, so why don't you tell us what's been going on?
Hi, David. What's been going on? I am no longer a sports parent. I think that's the biggest thing that's been going on. So my youngest daughter just graduated from high school a couple weeks ago, and this past weekend competed at the New England Track Championships, which is currently her last meet ever. She is going to Tufts in the fall.
Oh, nice.
And was not going to do track, but she has sort of changed her mind. And as of right now, she's not on the Tufts track team, but hopefully she will be. She has reached out to the coach, but as of right now, we haven't heard anything back. So,
Tufts
she hasn't told
3,
me.
Right?
Yes, Division 3, very high end. Division 3, their athletic programs are really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be fun. That's in Boston. It's close by. Other than that, what's new? Not much. Getting ready for another loss. Probably here on the Benchwarmers with Scott and myself. But that's okay. I'm happy to be back and hang out and play some trivia with you guys.
I think gearing up for the loss would have been a great team name for you guys. But all right, Mr. Grimes, L-Train Master, how are you?
I am.
He's choked up.
Well.
He's choked up. Must have been all the compliments.
Yeah. I also haven't seen you much lately, David. So I get really emotional at your presence. No, I'm really just mourning the death of Mark's stint as a sports parent. You know, it's important. I play sports still. I don't know why. I hate myself, but I just started a rec league basketball league. This is my first organized basketball in probably about 9 years or so. So to put that in perspective, last time I played, I had hair. Last time I played, social distancing wasn't a thing. Last time I played, David Lux was only 78 years old, I think. So it's been a long time. But I had my first game on Tuesday night, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. I played all 40 minutes. So those stats are not impressive because I played 40 minutes. But my 3 points were a 3-pointer, and I am not a shooter. But I hit one on the wing like Klay freaking Thompson, and I felt great about it. So I'm happy. I will keep you all updated as this journey continues for me because it's not easy being very clearly the worst player on the court, which I now am and quickly realized. But I'm a glue guy, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know.
Look, when you get to a certain age, Scott, let me tell you, the only stat that matters is how many sprained ankles you get.
And that was 0. So
okay,
yeah,
so there
right.
you go. So you are the glue guy. You're on the court. That's important.
Speaking of being the glue guy, that goes to our team name. So obviously, I've been around since day one on this podcast. Mark's one of our first fans, one of our first guests. Maybe our first returning guest. That's more of probably a David question to look into, but I would say one of the first returning guests. So Mark's been around a long time. He predates, the Takos and the Markkuses and the Snyders and the Dave Wirtzes and all of them. He's probably been on more games than Walling. Mark's been around the block. And so because we've both been around, we decided that tonight we'll keep it simple. We're going to be the OGs, not the Ananobis, the OGs.
Fair enough. All right. Tako, Josh, how are you? Maybe I'll let Josh go first because I personally haven't seen Josh in, 10% of my life ago, something. It was a long time, you all know. So,
yeah, David, it has been a long time. The whole you not on the days I'm on and I'm not on the days you're on, all that wonderfulness. But it's good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
Hope you're well. I'm assuming you haven't gotten COVID recently.
No, I would call you Josh. Next time I get it, I'm actually coming to Minnesota because my number 5 is gonna be your number 1. So
no, thank you. I won't let you in my house. Yeah, things are going good here. No complaints.
Good. All right, Tako. Summer break. How are you?
I'm well. We try not to get political on this podcast, so all I'm going to say is San Francisco Giants do better. getting to our team name, just as happenstance when we logged on to Zoom, my Zoom name for professional reasons is Matthew Takimoto, and Josh's is Joshua Bohmbach. So our team name will be full government names only.
I love it, and I appreciate two names that I could easily pronounce. So that's great. All right, it's time to get on to some trivia. First, let's get Dan in here for a rule read.
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with a different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them to you as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
Okay, today's first quarter is going to be Sporting Haiku.
Sporting Haiku. For this quarter, there will be 4 questions in haiku form. Each question is worth 25 points.
Question 1. WWE Hall of Fame, also in Basketball Hall, DPOY twice.
David, we'll check in.
All right, full government names only have checked in for the first time. OGs, you can talk it out.
Is it Shaq?
I think it's Dennis Rodman. Been kind of in the, not necessarily in the news lately, but recently inducted, and I think he's a 2-time. But Shaq is interesting because he may also have 2 boys, but I think the answer we want is Dennis Rodman.
I'm with you. So we'll check in Dennis Rodman.
All right, we're gonna check in Dennis Rodman.
All right, full government names only.
Same thing. The Worm.
Yeah, that is correct. Both teams are receiving points. Rodman was just inducted this year by Kevin Nash and Sean Waltman. I'm sure that was entertaining. He's actually the only member of both the WWE and the Basketball Hall of Fame. Question number 2. WWE Hall of Fame. Scored in Super Bowl blowout. Kitchen appliance.
We're just going to 3-2-1 this?
I think so. It makes sense to you.
Oh, you really want to?
Yeah,
this is going to be an awkward. This is going to be an awkward 3-2-1. I think. Okay. All right. Fine. We'll let you 3-2-1 this. Okay. Here we go. I'll count it down
Mark,
for you.
it's all you.
3, 2, 1.
William the Refrigerator Perry.
That is correct. Both teams are receiving points. The fridge was inducted in 2006 by John Cena. He is also in the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame. So there is a Mark connection with this one. He was part of. I had forgotten this until I looked it up, but he was part of Clemson's 1981 national championship team, which I did not remember. Everyone remembers him, of course, from the Super Bowl when he was. I was about to try to remember his rap from the Super Bowl Shuffle, but anyway, yes, he was a very popular prop bet in that Super Bowl. Question 3, you can probably see where this is going. WWE Hall of Fame, Super Bowl 56 act, Olympics, The Voice.
We can check in.
All right, once again, full government names only has checked in. OGs, you get to talk this out.
So my way of remembering this is that Super Bowl 20 is the 1985 season.
Right.
So
86 Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah. So you add 36 to that. So it's the 2022 season, 2021 season, excuse me.
Yeah.
2022 Super Bowl. So Katy Perry? Is that Katy Perry?
Well, I don't know what the Olympics would do with Katy Perry.
Me neither.
She's also not a WWE Hall of Famer.
She's not on The Voice.
No, she's American Idol.
So
Judge.
Voice judges. Is it Pharrell? Pharrell Williams, Niall Horan. Wasn't Pharrell recently was one of the Super Bowl people.
Yeah, he has no affiliation with WWE though. The old judges, it's like Blake Shelton, Adam Levine.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson.
Usher, Christina Aguilera, Kelly Clarkson, Reba McEntire.
Yeah, Niall Horan.
I did not expect to have the Voice coaches to get the full listing out of all the different coaches. I did not have that on my bingo card.
I don't even know that we got to half of them, but the way they switched.
Shakira. She WWE. I don't know. I'm lost in the WWE singer Hall of Famer.
I'm assuming. Yeah. Well, they will usually put in like if someone did like a national anthem at WrestleMania or something like that, they could get in. But that's been like Aretha Franklin, Boyz II Men, and recently it's like they'll grab like whatever D-list singer, like Nicole Scherzinger, I think, has done it one year, like just random people. Olympics, what?
Well, I don't know what the Olympics is either. I'm so
Yeah,
confused.
the Olympics piece is the most interesting one to me because again, maybe assuming this person performed at like an opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Right? I know Celine Dion did one, but that doesn't fit. I'm stumped.
The most recent Olympics were
you're asking the wrong guy. I hate the
Italy.
Olympics. I haven't said that in a while.
Italy was the winter from this year. 2024 was Paris. 2022 winter was in. I can't believe I can't remember.
This person also could have performed at the Olympics in like the 90s.
Yeah.
The 80s, like
Super Bowl 56 act. So in the last few years, so it was Kendrick, right? The Weeknd,
Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem. They had the one.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige. We had
Snoop. It's Snoop. Olympics. Snoop was all over the coverage.
Oh, is he on The Voice? I didn't know.
Yes, he is on. Yes, he is on The Voice.
He is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there we go. We're checking
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Lion.
All right, thank God. Okay,
or government. David, I'm sorry. The way that people of your age say it, Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yes, they do. Full government names only. What'd you have?
Yeah, we also checked in with Calvin Brodus.
There you go. That's probably the way my team would say it. Since you guys are full government names only. Yes, exactly. Very nice. That's right. And Snoop Dogg was inducted in 2016 by John Cena. And you might, of course, Scott remembers that in WrestleMania 39, he gave the people's elbow to The Miz. So, all right.
That whole thing.
That was not supposed to be the hard one. This next one might be the hard one of the round. Here we go. WWE Hall of Fame. Galarraga shares nickname. Chargers Hall of Fame.
What's the opposite of a 3, 2, 1? 1, 2, 3 silence.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 silence.
All right. Do I hear collective sighs and give ups?
Unless Bruno Sammartino is in the Chargers Hall of Fame, I got nothing.
Well, you've got the right time frame, wrestling wise. So that's something. Galarraga's nickname, anyone?
Big Cat.
Big Cat.
Yeah, okay. So if you got that far,
Ernie Ladd.
It's Ernie Ladd. Very good. Sorry. He's not in the celebrity wing, unlike the other three answers. Not that really would have helped
the name to Mark saying the Big Cat was Ernie Ladd, but I was like, he's not in the celebrity.
I never said celebrity wing, but yeah, this is all fair. No. Ernie Ladd was inducted in the third ever class in 1995. I mean, he was just to give you an idea, along with George the Animal Steele, the Fabulous Moolah, and the Grand Wizard. It's
a good class.
He was a fairly
early, people younger than David Lutz.
That's right. He was a fairly early big man back in the day, and he had a feud with Andre the Giant. And he was, I mean, again, this was like the 70s. So he used to come out and call Andre the Giant Andre the Dummy or the Big Fat French Fry. I remember that. So anyway, yes, it's Ernie the Cat Ladd, who was a Chargers Hall of Famer from the 1960s. Like we're talking AFL days. So anyway.
David, just hold on. You got to wait for it. Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. He was a big name wrestler, big name football player in his day. So doesn't matter.
I know you think I'm almost as old as you because some people like you claim that I am, but you are like 30 years older than me. So obviously you were watching this guy play football in his prime and then, wrestling. So it's okay.
It's all true. All right. Well, at least it's nobody got it, so it's no harm, no foul. After the first quarter, we have scores of the OGs with 75, tied up with the full government names only, also with 75.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
And today's second quarter for a switch will be Let It Ride or Throw in the Towel.
Let it ride or throw in the towel. For this quarter, there will be 4 questions in a given category that increase in difficulty. After each question, teams can decide to let it ride and attempt to answer the next question, or throw in the towel and take the points that they have accumulated to that point. Each question is worth 50 points. If a team answers incorrectly, they will lose half of the points that they have accumulated in the quarter.
All right. I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight. I'm going to name a sports record, and I'm going to tell you the last 3 times the record was broken by years. And all you have to do is tell me the last 3 owners of the record, including the current record holder. Question number 1. Major League Baseball, most home runs in a season. 2001, 1998, 1961.
We'll check in.
All right. The OGs have very quickly checked in. Full government names only. You get to talk this out.
I like this as a nice little way to ease into this here. We got Bonds, McGuire, Maris.
Mm-hmm.
Is that check-in?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The OGs?
Same thing. Bonds, McGuire, Maris.
Perfect. So Bonds with 73 in 2001, of course. McGuire 70, and Roger Maris, the longtime record holder, with 61 in 1961. All right. Well done. Start out easy. So question number 2. Before I go there, let's go to Mark first. Do you want to let it ride or throw in the towel?
We will let it ride, of course.
As you should. All right. Full government names only. Let it ride.
Yeah, David doesn't usually get unreasonably hard till the third one. So yeah, we'll let it ride.
Find out if that's true. Okay, question number 2. The NBA, 3-pointers all time. Most 3-pointers all time. 2021, 2011, 1998.
David, we are checked in.
Okay, once again,
Hmm.
OGs have checked in. Full government names only. Time to talk it out.
So Steph Curry was 2021, Ray Allen 2011, Reggie Miller 98.
Probably.
That's the one I'm least sure on.
I'm not sure I can think of who else maybe in that
Yeah.
era.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been, obviously a little later.
Yeah, and it's like Reggie's still playing at that point. So
Yeah. I like it.
I feel like nobody else from that era was that high up on the list. So
Agreed.
Wardell, Stephen Curry, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller.
All right, and OGs, what'd you have?
Yeah, one of these is like the best we've ever seen. One is the greatest shooter of all time, and one's probably a compiler, and I'll let you guys decide which is which. But we checked them with the same names: Steph Curry, Ray Allen, and Reggie Miller.
That is correct. Both teams are receiving points. Who can tell me? This would have been a much harder question, I think. When Reggie Miller broke the record, who held the record before Reggie?
Was he white?
No.
Oh.
Remember, they only started counting threes in.
Dennis Scott.
81.
I thought you were going to say it, but no. But that is a good guess.
Craig Hodges.
No, he didn't play that much, except for
He just the 3-point contest.
Just a 3-point contest.
Give me a Glenn Rice.
No, that's a good guess too, but no.
Oh, that is also
Del Curry.
No. These are all great. What's that?
Dale Ellis.
That is correct. It is
Oh,
Dale
very
Ellis.
nice.
Well done. I was just about to give it to you. Good job. All right. I guess I have to go to the other team in fairness. So full government names only. Let it ride. Throw in the towel.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure.
Sure.
We'll let it ride. David always does the thing where the third one is just harder than the fourth one because he doesn't understand how other people think. But we'll see how this goes.
That is not an incorrect statement.
It will. I will stand by this tonight, but we'll see how this goes. All right. OGs, that is awesome. OGs, do you want to let it ride or throw in the towel?
I mean, of course we're going. Yeah. What are we doing?
Fair enough. All right. Okay. The NFL, most receptions all time: 1995, 1992, 1987.
We can check in.
Okay. The OGs have checked in. Full government names only. Please talk this out.
Yeah, I like that. I like that third answer you just sent.
Because Largent would have been 87.
Yeah. So Largent in 87, Art Monk 92, Jerry Rice 95.
I like those names as well as, I can't think of, the tough thing is obviously a million guys have now caught more career passes than 2 and 3.
Right.
On this list, 2 and 3 on this, but
right. In terms of time frame, I feel like, yeah, I think those have to be. I mean, we could talk about Lynn Swann for 60 seconds and piss Markkus off.
I say we go with it. I think that's there.
Okay, yeah. Check in Jerry Rice, Art Monk, Steve Largent.
Okay. And OGs.
Yeah, pretty quickly it was Rice and Largent, like right immediately to mind. based on time frame, and Jerry Rice obviously still has the record. So that made a ton of sense. And then Scott and I were like, well, who's the middle guy? A couple of names came to mind, but then I was like, oh, Art Monk. Late 80s, he was still playing for the Washington football team and into the early 90s. So that made sense. I know he had a super long career. So I sent it over to Scott and he was like, yep, I feel good about that. So that was our answer, was Jerry Rice, Art Monk, Steve Largent.
Perfect. All right. Well, everybody has nailed it and will get their points, which brings me to question number 4. Do you believe that David Lux doesn't know how hard question 4 should be? And let's go back to Mark. Let it ride or throw in the towel.
We're obviously going to let it ride. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a cycling question, so I'm ready to go.
He might not be wrong.
For a minute, I thought you said a recycled question, which I would never do.
No.
All right, and the full government names only.
Man. That felt way too gettable for David Lux third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, if they're going for it,
Sure.
I think we know as much stuff as they know.
As
So
long
if
as it's not
they can
cycling.
get it, we can, as long as it's not cycling. Yeah, let's let it ride. It's
All
all
right.
made up.
All right, here we go. Major League Baseball, stolen bases in a season: 1982, 1974, 1962.
David will check in.
Full government names only has checked in. Oh, geez. You guys get to talk this one out.
So Scott, you said 1962 is Maury Wills.
Yeah, I went to that one right away, which might be
Yeah,
surprising, but
I would think that 1974 is Lou Brock, who was the all-time steals leader before Ricky. And then
Yeah.
82 it's got to be Ricky, right? Like,
it just seems too easy for a 4 for David to be
yeah, but
those
Maury
names.
Wills.
But
is
I'm
not
wondering
easy.
if he's banking
that's.
on Maury Wills being a more obscure name, but
I don't think I would have come up with that.
I mean, he got like 60 steals. I remember that. I just remember reading that growing up. I've always
60 seems like awfully few for a record in a season.
I know. Well, back
Which is
then.
crazy, yeah.
But I've just always been into stolen bases, so
Yeah.
I'm good to do that. We can do Henderson, Brock, and Wills.
Yeah, because I mean, we're talking about Vince Coleman too, but I just feel like 1982 is too early for him to have been that good. I remember him more like the mid to late 80s.
Yeah.
So, okay, Maury Wills, Lou Brock, Ricky Henderson. Check in.
Okay, and the full government guys.
Yeah, we had the same thing. I know Maury Wills actually was the first player to go over 100 steals in a season, so it stands to reason that he's the guy in the 60s. And then yeah, Lou Brock and Ricky Henderson. Part of the reason why I feel confident on this was my MLB Road to the Show player. I put up 109 steals in a season a couple of seasons ago, and I 100% looked up who's gone over 100 steals in a season before because I wanted to compare myself to the greats. So we also checked in with Maury Wills, or sorry, in reverse order: Ricky Henderson, Lou Brock, Maury Wills.
Well done. Both teams are receiving points. And Tako, you stole all the flavor text. Maury Wills was the first to go over 100. The record for a really long time was Ty Cobb, of course, in the mid-teens. In 1915, I think it was. He had 96 steals. And then that record held up for almost 50 years. Maury Wills went to 104. Lou Brock took it to 118 in 74. And then Ricky Henderson got the record to what, frankly, no one has touched since then at 130 in 1982. Well done. I thought just because of Maury Wills alone, that was worth a number 4. But maybe Taco is right, and I just have no gauge on how hard things are. So fair enough. All right. Well, you guys are remarkably neck and neck so far. We are at OGs with 275. Full government names only also with 275. And that will bring us to halftime.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions, with each question worth 25 points.
So since I decided that after the last catastrophe that was the dad jokes, and Scott told me it was time to retire the style, I've done just that, and I have created a new style. This is going to be.
Oh, no.
I thought you were going to say because Scott said you to retire it. I'm doing it again.
Which would have been
instead he's made up some new style, which
I was gonna, right. All the
hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts is right. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Sadly, I heard that. I heard only in the radio that Snyder tried to do something like this, but I had this cooked up beforehand. I want to tell you. So this is going to be pre and post game style. It's going to be all audio clues. Okay. Half of each one is going to be a popular stadium or arena song. And the other one is going to be some particular sports clip that I'm going to play you that is going to go pre and post game style mixed with those. All right. We're going to start out very easy with question one. So it is impossible for you to mess this up.
Let's not say things we can't take back.
All right. So question number one, I want you to tell me the sport that's described in the first part of this, and the second part will be a popular stadium song. Okay?
Listeners, sorry for the delay. David Lux is currently finding the right spot in his gramophone.
Right. Exactly.
Sorry for the delay. David Lux's harpsichord is out of tune. It's just Lux going doom ka-chaka doom ka-chaka doom ka-chaka.
Into the Mexico City Olympic Arena came not only a new name to the sport, but a new approach. Dick Fosbury from the United States demonstrated a new style.
We can check in.
All right. Let's see. OGs has checked in. Full government names only. We'll let you talk this out. I'm not sure why.
I don't
yeah.
think there's much to
I don't
talk
think
out.
so.
I think we're pretty much there.
Shout out Oregon State legend Dick Fosbury. High jump around.
All right. And OGs, what'd you guys have?
Yeah, same thing. The Fosbury flop, the high jump around.
High jump around.
Wisconsin.
All right.
High jump
I
around.
decided to give you one really easy one, just so you could get the hang of this. This one will be slightly harder. But as Tako said, Lux has no idea what's hard. So in the first half of this one is a popular stadium or arena song. Okay. Second half is about a particular player. Okay. So that's what you're listening for. You ready?
Yeah, David, we'll check in.
All right. Fairly fast check-in by the OGs.
I had that teed up once I heard the song. I figured it would be that player and was just waiting for the confirmation.
Got it. All right. Full government names only. Time to talk it out.
First half, Living on a Prayer. Second half was Aaron Judge breaking Maris's American League record. So, Living on a Prayer and Judge.
Okay. And OGs?
Yeah, I thought we were getting Living on a Prayer and Boone because I thought it was going to be the walk-off.
Wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
On a prayer.
Nope.
But you can do that.
Nope.
Anyways. Yeah, same check-in, Living on a Prayer and Judge.
All right. Both teams are doing well so far. The third one is going to be a triple for no particular reason other than I just have the video clips. I love it every time I say the word triple. Josh sighs.
Just that last answer got an eye roll out of me, and we're going from question 7 to question 1. Now, finally, you actually
Thank you, Josh. I'm very confused with that.
You have it labeled.
You don't have to pay
correctly
attention to that. These are all audio
3.
clues.
There's also question 6, 7 on there. I see.
Oh wait.
Oh no.
And 6-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6, 7. Yes, it's true. Okay, so in this one, I'm looking for a year that the event happened, followed by the stadium song, followed by a place that this happened. Okay? In that order. Here we go. Let's see how this goes.
The 0-1 pitch. A liner off Nagy's glove into center field. The Florida Marlins have won the World Series.
United States with numbers. Walk across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States.
We can check in.
All right. Once again, the OGs have checked in, which brings us back to full government names only to talk this out.
1997 Nation Army came pretty quick. I don't know about the syllables here. Josh is going to have a field day with these syllables because those Olympics took place in Milan, not Milan.
Depends who you are.
7 Nation Army Milan, I think, is the answer that you're going for. Josh is upset. I can tell by his face. Josh, I'll take it. Don't worry about it.
My question is,
breathe through your
are we
feelings.
sure that the arena was in Milan and not in Cortina? Just asking.
Seven Nation Arm Mortina.
Yeah, this is a Toyota if I've ever seen one.
Listen, the format is great. This one, we'll check in with 1997 Nation Arm Milan.
All right, and the OGs. Let's hear your correct Italian pronunciation.
1997 Nation Arm Milan. You have not spent enough time in the Southeast because 100% there's people in North Carolina and Georgia and South Carolina. Some of my favorite people who definitely would call it Milan, even though it's Milan.
Has nothing ever happened in Myanmar, David?
Well, find me a good sports. Yes, that would be a lot. Yes, it would have probably flowed better. Yes, that is correct. Both teams have swept halftime, and I will just say that I've got about 12 of these cooked up. So get used to it.
Thank goodness I rarely play in games that you host.
Yeah,
no,
David, it'll be another year before you see Bohmbach again.
Well, yeah. I started with the easy ones. I'm going to show up on a Sunday night just so I can do these and torture Bohmbach.
David, thank you for using 97, the most underrated World Series award.
I saw the smile on your face, and in fact, I wasn't even going to use this one tonight, but I was like, Scott's on. I'm doing 1997 tonight. All right, well, at the end of halftime, see, you all made it. We are at OGs with 350, tied up with full government names with 350, which will bring us to the third quarter, which tonight will be Flop, Turn, and River.
Flop, Turn, and River. For this quarter, there will be 3 questions consisting of 5 clues. The first 3 clues will be given before the teams will decide if they want to check in with their answer. The last 2 clues will be given one at a time, with the teams deciding if they want to check in their answer after each subsequent clue. If a correct answer is checked in after the first 3 clues, the team will receive 50 points. After the 4th clue, 30. And after the 5th clue, 20.
All right. So as I bring in one new quarter style, I'm going to probably retire one. For those that have not played this before, attention, Mark and Josh, the answer for each of these is going to be a movie, not something sports related. But the way you're going to get there is I'm going to give you 3 clues for the flop. Each of those will clue you to a particular sports person, okay, who shares a last name with an actor. Those 3 actors are in the answer to the flop, turn, and river. Turn will give you another actor. River will give you another actor. Okay?
This is fun, Josh, I promise. And last
time we
did this, we got all 3 of them on the flop, and David was upset because we didn't get the full experience.
I mean, I'm convinced you're gonna do great. And I'm glad you're my teammate because I don't know.
Josh, you'll be fine. I promise you'll be fine.
Josh has graduated from eye roll to entire body rolling.
That was a head roll.
That was full disassociation.
Body across the Zoom window.
Yeah, Josh just did a body roll. He looks like Channing Tatum and Magic Mike right now. He's just doing body rolls.
All right, here we go. The flop. Okay, so these are each going to describe a different athlete who matches up with an actor in their last name who are in a movie together. Got it? Here we go. Flop, number 1, 8-time Pro Bowl defensive end and Hall of Famer whose 2 sons were both first-round picks, one second overall in 2008 and one 20th overall in 2013. Okay. Number 2, second overall pick in 1981 out of North Carolina, often considered the best defensive player of all time. And third, pitcher who is the record holder for strikeouts in a season for both the Yankees and the Astros.
We're checked in.
All right. OGs have checked in. Full government names only. You can fully talk this out. Tell me whether you want another clue. Tell me if you want to check in, whatever you want to do.
Okay, I think we might have it. So the 3 athlete answers: Howie Long, Lawrence Taylor for the second one. I think Garrett Cole for the third one. My initial thought was Roger Clemens, but then Garrett Cole I think makes more sense.
I don't know an actor named Clemens. That's where I was like, yeah,
that's also kind of where I went. But then Long, Taylor, and Cole, I think is Justin Long, Christine Taylor, Gary Cole, and that feels like dodgeball in a very big way. So
I would certainly think so.
Let's see if we can guess the last 2. There's going to be a Mo Vaughn question.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can't think of an athlete.
Is there a Stiller? No.
Yeah.
This is not part of the game,
Root?
by the way.
Is there a Root?
Oh, yeah, that could be a good one.
Josh, I'm just going to tell you right now, Josh, the turn is for you. Okay, so.
Hey, don't do that.
Oh, sorry. Are you guys checked in?
I mean,
We are.
They checked in. They checked in.
I know they
checked
did.
in.
Are you guys checked in?
We're on the.
We're gonna check in with dodgeball.
Okay.
I think we got it.
All right, cool. Sorry if I jumped the gun there as host. Yes, and OGs, what'd you have?
So yeah, I had the same three actors off the rip. Well, off the rip, it was like, okay, Taylor, and I got to Garrett Cole very quickly, and Gary Cole. And the first one I was thinking, I was like, is it Matthews? And then I got to Long. So I thought to myself, okay, Long, Taylor, Cole. I went to a different movie. It's a movie I watched a lot growing up. And it's not wrong. So I hope it's what David wanted, because Shelley Long played Carol Brady, Gary Cole played Mike Brady, and Christine Taylor played Marsha Brady.
Oh my God.
I checked in with the Brady Bunch movie.
Oh no! Oh no, David!
Wow!
Did I break David's game already?
Wow!
Well, technically you didn't, because the turn and river wouldn't lead you to the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Fair, but
How do you know?
But
So
there is precedent that if the first three clues match to something, but the fourth and fifth don't, then
you're taking a chance that you're going the wrong direction.
Exactly.
Oh, but that is a phenomenal guess. I feel like I should give partial credit.
It's a great pull, Scott.
I feel like David should have done better research to know if the first three are in more than one movie.
Oh man, that's the wrong long.
It's the wrong long.
So many things to say.
What a thing to say.
I'm afraid I can only give one team points. The turn in the river, had you stuck it out, the turn would have been F1 driver who broke Max Verstappen's 4-year run as Formula One World Drivers' Champions in 2026. Josh, of course, knows that's
Lando
Norris.
Lando Norris for
Chuck Norris.
Frickin' Chuck Norris.
And the last one, yes, I almost went the direction you were thinking, Tako, but I went with former head coach of both the Magic and Nets, who's now back at his alma mater, Kansas, as an assistant coach. That would be Jacques Vaughn.
Vaughn, yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice. Man, with apologies, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give
You don't
points.
need to apologize, you know.
All right.
I understand that head shake, because David should have done better research.
That's a tough break.
Damn. I had Kirby Smart for Gene Smart as the next athlete. I had the whole thing.
So this almost feels like I was made of sterling silver.
Yes.
So I think if it was going to be the Brady Bunch, I feel like Christine Taylor would have been the river.
Or one of the other two, or Gary Cole or Shelley Long. That's the only thing that's my saving grace here, is that you're absolutely right. I try to do the most obvious actors at the end. The Vaughn.
You're trying to tell me RuPaul's not the most obvious actor?
Yeah, I could have done Chris Paul for RuPaul, and then we could have.
There you go.
We could have been there. All right. Question number 2. Oh man, this is not boding well. Question number 2. The father of American football. He invented the line of scrimmage and the system of downs. Unlike the Heisman Trophy, which is selected by the media, the award for best college football player, as selected by the coaches, is named for him. Question number 2. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Let's play 2. Question number 3. 6-time Gold Glove winning first baseman, whose best moment came when he scooped up Dusty Baker's son in the 2002 World Series, avoiding a potential collision at home plate.
David, we'll check it.
Okay. Full government names only have checked in with the flop. So OGs, you get to talk this one out.
I just, JT Snow is really throwing me.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Ernie Banks is Let's Play 2. And JT Snow is the first baseman who picked up Dusty Baker's son. I mean, gotta be. Right, that's not wrong, right? But I literally cannot think of a single actor or actress with the last name Snow. I can. Who?
Brittany Snow.
Who's Brittany Snow?
Like Pitch Perfect, a lot of those like teen movies. John Tucker Must Die, the Prom Night remake.
Which one in Pitch Perfect is she?
I've
seen that movie about 150,000 times.
The one who accosts Anna Kendrick in the shower, like early.
Okay, yeah, the one who gets her nodes taken out. That's Brittany Snow.
Yes,
and she's in like Hunting Wives too. If anybody's seen that,
you know a lot more about Pitch Perfect than I thought.
Oh, dude, I've seen Pitch Perfect probably 200 times. Elizabeth Banks, is she in Pitch Perfect?
What are the odds this is Pitch Perfect?
Is Elizabeth Banks in Pitch Perfect?
She is, and then we could get a Howie Kendrick later.
Yeah. So who?
I think we got to go for it.
What
We're
are the
down
other?
now because of
What are
Brady
the other
Bunch. I
people
want to
in
go for
Pitch
it.
Perfect? I don't know who number one is.
Skylar Astin, Anna Camp. Oh, is it Camp?
Camp Award. Yes.
Look
Okay.
at that.
Let's go.
When you talk things out, we literally had nothing until we started talking it out. We're gonna check in with Pitch Perfect.
Okay. Full government names only. What did you guys have?
We shouldn't have let him talk it out. We should have just stayed silent until they took another clue and then checked in right after. Yeah, that was Walter Camp, the Walter Camp Award, Ernie Banks, JT Snow. And yeah, so we already put in we think it's going to be a Wilson and a Kendrick for Rebel and Anna.
I thought Noel Devine for Adam Devine, but I don't think he's going that obscure.
Yeah, I don't think so either, and I don't know about an Aston or a Platt or something. So yeah, we also checked in with Pitch Perfect.
Both teams are receiving points at the flop level. I like that Mark said, "I've seen this movie 200 times," and then immediately asked whether Elizabeth Banks was in the movie. She was one of the announcers.
I don't know who people are, David.
Oh,
I have
okay. Fair enough.
I have no idea who people are. I've seen the movie 150 times.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyway, okay, so the turn was going to be from 2012 to 2020. He set the record for most wins by an NFL quarterback in their first 9 seasons. That'd be Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, yeah.
And the River.
Not Wade Wilson? No.
Yeah, right, exactly. Interestingly enough, I went up to when I saw this fact about Russell Wilson, I looked up who the other guys that would even compete with him for most wins their first 9 seasons. The list looks like this: Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Darryl LaMonica, Peyton Manning, Josh Allen. Who doesn't belong? Correct answer is Darryl LaMonica. I mean, he was a good quarterback.
Maybe if you ask Steve, it's Josh Allen.
Yeah, I know, that's true. Okay, and the River, here it is, Josh. No, Scott who said it. The 2019 NLCS MVP. He spent most of his MLB career with the Angels from 2006 to 2014, the Nationals from 2017 to 2020, and retired with 1,747 career hits. That would be Howie Kendrick. Well done. People actually zeroed in on something with a Camp, Banks, and Snow that was not the Brady Bunch. So question 3. Here we go. The flop. Outfielder from 1992 to 2001, most famous for hitting a walk-off in Game 3 of the 1999 World Series, and was later convicted of sexual assault of a minor. Question number 2. Playing his entire career in the AFC South, he was the 6th fastest player to 10,000 receiving yards. And question number 3, holder of the most consecutive 1,000-yard receiving seasons to start an NFL career with 11. After his 12th season, he just signed a free agent contract and switched teams.
David, we're going to check in.
All right. Taking a chance, potentially. The OGs have decided to check in. Full government names only. You get to talk this out.
I think we got there.
All right. This was a journey. So question 3 was Mike Evans. Yeah. Got there pretty quick.
Immediately, yeah.
I have a vague recollection of Chad Curtis hitting a walk-off for the Yankees. I don't remember what game it was in, but that feels like it might be right. And I said to Josh, I don't think Tony Curtis and Chris Evans were in a movie together. But Jamie Lee Curtis and Chris Evans were in a movie together.
Yes, they were. Knives Out.
They were in Knives Out. So then it was who's an AFC South receiver who was good from the jump, who shares a name with a Knives Out cast member, and then Josh came in with
Andre Johnson, who I think he played for the Texans, Colts, and Titans, all in the AFC South, which then led us to Don Johnson, which is a third correct actor for the Knives Out.
Yeah. So then we're getting an Alan Craig question and a Tony Armas question.
I bet you're right. All right, so
we're gonna check in with Knives Out.
Okay, and the OGs, what did you have?
Roger Craig question, probably over an Alan Craig question. Yeah, we actually had the same. We immediately got Mike Evans, eventually got to Chad Curtis after I named a lot of outfielders on both of those teams, as I often tend to do. But then I also remembered the unfortunate part of Chad Curtis. And then we threw out Andre Johnson. We weren't 100% on it. So we had 2 that we liked, and we just decided to take the risk and hoping that one of Dwayne, Dakota, Don, or one of these other Hollywood Johnsons were in Knives Out. And it sounds like they were. So we also checked in with Knives Out.
Funny, it was not Dakota Johnson, but it was in fact her father, Don Johnson, right? And it was not Tony Curtis, but it was in fact his daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis. So we've got you're all sort of around the generations. Yeah, so let me read you my last two clues. And I was trying to remember what the connection is with Tony Armas, because I think the woman you're thinking of, her last name I think is something.
Yeah,
It is
Okay.
Day
Ana
Armas.
All right.
Armas.
So the turn would have been quarterback who adopted his nickname in tribute to Ken Stabler. I'll let you all
Jake
pause.
Plummer?
Jake Plummer.
Jake Plummer.
Oh, for Christopher Plummer.
Oh, yeah.
And the
yeah,
River, credit to Scott, in 1985, he became the first running back to both rush and receive for 1,000 yards in the same season.
Roger Craig. Yeah.
That'd be Roger Craig. So that would be, of course, for Daniel Craig. Everybody got it. It was Knives Out. Once again, you've busted my game. So
That was a good one.
Shame on all of you. Okay, well,
Shame on us. You want us to get points and be good at this.
I know. I just
Shame
wanted
on us.
people
Shame
to
on
have.
you for having two possible answers in the first one.
I know. I know. I know. All right. Well, here we are. So full government names only has rightfully jumped out to a lead. No, no. They're at 500 points and the OGs are at 450. So with my apology, let's go on to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that the teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
Okay. Question number 1 tonight will be first season. Question number 2 will be last season. Question number 3 will be first pitch. And question number 4 will be last pitch. So no surprise on the last two. But first season is about the NFL. Last season is about the NBA. First pitch, Major League Baseball. The last pitch about Major League Baseball. It's now time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the show called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and interact with the rest of the Benchwarmers community. If you would be able to rate us on iTunes, Stitcher, or any other podcast app, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. First season. This past season, Mike Vrabel became the 8th coach in Super Bowl history to coach his team to the Super Bowl in his first season. In Super Bowl 37, it was the only occurrence where 2 coaches in their first year with their team led their team to the Super Bowl. Name both coaches.
We'll check in.
All right, full government names only have checked in. The OGs, it is your turn to talk this out.
So this is the Bucks Raiders.
Yeah, I always get my Gruden timeline mixed up. Gruden was coaching the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he was the
he
Raiders.
He knew all the plays because they didn't change the audibles. Yeah, the whole.
Right, he was the Raiders coach the year before in the Tuck Rule game, and I can bring that up at any time. I will bring that up at any time. Talk about it not being there. It was a correct call. I think Bill Callahan was the coach of the Raiders in that game. I'm not positive about that, but that was Rich Cannon.
Yeah,
was the quarterback.
They are one of the toughest teams to remember their coaching carousel because it was like one and done for a while in the mid 2000s. But I do think
because it wasn't Art Shell, right? He was the coach before that.
I think it's Callahan before and after.
And after, right?
Yeah, so, there's a bunch of guys in there, but I do think this is Callahan. I'm pretty sure you got it.
We'll check that in. Gruden and Callahan for 100 points.
All right, and back to the full government names.
We checked in with the exact same John Gruden and Bill Callahan for 100 points.
I think for a second that I thought of asking for just one of these coaches or giving a hint on which one was Super Bowl 37. Yeah, both teams have nailed this. There's no throwing one past you guys. We can move right on to question 2, last season. That's as in this past season. In the 25-26 NBA season, only 2 players had at least 1,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 500 assists. Of course, one of them was Jokic. I want to know who the other one was. He finished 18th in total points, 5th in rebounds, and 3rd in assists, and was a 2021 first-round pick.
David, we're going to check in.
Okay. OGs have checked in. Full government names only. If you need a minute to talk this out, take it.
My first thought was Cade Cunningham, but I don't think he's there on the rebounds. He would be up there on points and assists, but I don't think he's up there on rebounds.
That was the Cade Cunningham draft.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I don't think he would have got to.
No, I don't think he's there on rebounds. That was the Scotty Barnes draft, but I don't think he's there on assists. Definitely not a 3rd.
Jalen Green?
Oh, Jalen Johnson. for the Hawks. He had a monster year.
Oh.
And he is kind of a do-everything guy. And I think he was the 2021 draft. He's an all-star this year.
I mean, I was thinking it had to be probably an Eastern Conference just because outside the Jokic, the teams are almost too well-rounded. Like, you don't just have a player necessarily dominating those three stats. And like, because, we would have known if it was Wemby, we would have, heard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate that. I don't know for sure what draft year he was. That sounds about right.
I think he was 20. I think he was like late lottery, somewhere in there, like in the teens. Because I know he had a really big year and he's pretty high up and like he's top 20 in points for sure. So
okay,
I like that better than anything else.
Hey,
so
if
far.
me trying to list the early round draft picks got you there, I'm good with that.
You just start naming Jalen's and you'll be.
I mean, there's only like 50 of them in the NBA.
There's 30
right now.
Jalen's in the NBA. Yeah, let's.
I have nothing better, so
we're gonna check in Jalen Johnson for 100 points.
Okay, and the OGs?
Yeah, I had this right away because, he just had such a great season and the Hawks are building around him as they should, if this season was any indication. Side note, I'd love to have a Patreon episode where we discuss what's going to be the new Jalen about 10 years from now. What name is every NBA player going to have in like 2037? Right?
Wemby.
Interesting.
Wemby.
Yeah, Wemby.
Wemby Jones.
Yeah.
The old lucky Wemby Johnson.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also checked in with lucky Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, both teams are receiving points. There are a million Jalen's. This is true.
I think Jalen Suggs was in that same draft as well.
Oh, it's funny.
I think that's right.
I wonder how many drafts recently, if you look at, that didn't have a Jalen.
Yeah.
I'd be
not very many.
That's don't look it up because that's going to be a fourth quarter question.
Yes,
next week.
What was the last?
What was the last draft to not have a Jalen in it?
And I think the answer is when Jalen Rose, right before Jalen Rose came in, because he was the first Jalen. I'm always combing for stats, and I just find it so funny what's happened with assists in the NBA because point guards are just not a thing anymore. So like Jalen Johnson could be whatever he plays, probably most of the time, probably plays 3, and get racks up all these assists. Jokic leads the league and he's a center. I mean, it's just completely goofy now. It's not the game's not recognizable. All right, here we go. Question number 3, first pitch. I apologize for the length of this question. There are only 2 players in Major League Baseball history who have hit a home run in the first pitch of the Major League Baseball season. The first was in 1986 and was hit by a player who helped lead his team to the World Series that same year, won 9 Gold Gloves over the course of his career, and hit 385 career home runs. The second was an active player who has won 4 Gold Gloves in the last 4 years and is one of very few active players who have played at least 1,000 games for their current team. Name both.
We'll check in.
All right. Full Government Games Only has checked in. OGs, you have about 30 seconds to pull this off.
I don't know that the talking is going to help us.
The Red Sox guy is 100% Dwight Evans. I saw some trivia within the last probably 2 weeks or somewhere. There's a picture of Dwight Evans' baseball card from 1986, record breaker, and it said, it was blanked out what was the record, and there was another name that they said that it was earliest pitch or earliest home run in the season, first pitch of the season, and there was another name. And I'm trying to remember what it is. And Scott's throwing out some names because I don't know anything about current baseball players. I'm going to pick Bryce Terang as our other answer.
Okay. The other question is,
4. And
they've just been sitting here, is this Byron Buxton? And I know it doesn't seem like he's played 1,000 games because he's never on the field, right, Josh? But he has actually played 1,000 games.
Well, now I want to look that up.
That doesn't seem...
All right. Well, what are we going with here? Let's just get an answer.
Doesn't seem like the answer, but...
let's go Terang then.
Bryce Terang.
Okay, Bryce Terang.
Dwight Evans and Bryce Terang for 100 points.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. And Full Government Names Only.
Yeah, so Josh got us to Dwight Evans because that's the one I couldn't remember. Mark, was this in Apocalypse? I can't remember if it was in Apocalypse or not. It was in something, but it's one of those trivia leagues we both play because I remember the same question, and I'm almost positive the other guy is Ian Happ. So we checked in with Ian Happ and Dwight Evans for 100 points.
One team will be receiving points. It is Ian Happ and Dwight Evans. I knew that as soon as I was writing this question and saw that Mark was on, that Mark would land Dwight Evans in about 3 seconds. It was one of those errors. I can't even remember why, Mark. Maybe you can help me remember, because Boggs was already up. So why the hell was Dwight Evans hitting leadoff? They did that for a while, but I can't remember why. He must have had an amazing on-base percentage or something, because he's not a traditional on. He has no real speed. Obviously, he was a great defensive right fielder because he won a ton of Gold Gloves. But yeah, for some reason, the Red Sox, I think they're playing the Tigers that day, and it was the first pitch of the season. It was just happened to be the first game of the season, first pitch of the season. So anyway, it is Dwight Evans and Ian Happ. Well done. I guess.
First name I sent, Mark.
That was the first name that
you're
Scott
kidding
sent
me.
to me.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. All right, question 4, last pitch. Last year, Will Smith, the baseball player, not the actor, hit his 4th career pinch hit walk-off home run on August 31st, making him 2nd all time. What former MVP holds the major league record of pinch hit walk-off home runs with 6? If you can't get those 6 from one player, you might be able to create him in the aggregate.
If you can't get those 6 from one player, you could always create him in the aggregate. What? What kind of malarkey is that?
David, we'll check in.
The full government names only have checked in. Oh, geez. We'll let you talk this out last time tonight.
Great.
We got nothing. Pick a former MVP, Mark, and we'll call it a night.
Jason Giambi. Check it in.
All right. Wow. Okay.
You might have got it because Moneyball. I get it.
So, full government names only. What did you guys have?
Yeah, it was on that quote, recreate him in the aggregate. Took a minute to be like, where the heck is that from? I'm pretty sure it's a Moneyball quote when they're talking about replacing Jason Giambi's stats. So we also checked in with Jason Giambi for 100 points.
Both teams are receiving points. Well done. Yes, it was the famous scene where Brad Pitt, Billy Bean comes in, and he's got, if you've seen the scene, they've got all the names all written around the board, and they're talking about how they're going to get the home runs that Jason Giambi just walked away with. And he basically sells them on getting old man David Justice, Jeremy Giambi, and Scott Hatterberg. And because they're not trying to replace his home runs, they're trying to replace his on-base percentage. So anyway.
Terrible movie. Terrible movie.
Yeah, the movie is good if you ignore the facts.
The movie's good, right? If you're not like an actual baseball person, it's a good movie.
Yeah,
sure,
like,
if you ignore the fact that they had the Cy Young winner and MVP,
right? Or if you just don't know that, because like if you're not a baseball person,
the Cy Young winner and MVP Royce Clayton, because Royce Clayton looks like Miguel Tejada for some reason.
The game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. The OGs finished with a respectable 650 points, and our clipboard captains of the game, who are receiving the coveted Mike Kerrigan Award, with 900 points. The full government names only. Sorry, Mark. Sorry you didn't win that, but every time you come on, I try to find an even more obscure Patriots backup quarterback, and I'm now getting to the point where I have stepped all the way back, and I can't find one until I get to about the late 70s. So Mike Kerrigan is somewhere in there in the Grogan era for you. So there it is.
Never heard of him.
So there you go. I don't think he ever saw the field. He may be one of these guys who like went off to the CFL or something. Look, it's a clipboard captain. It's not supposed to be somebody you know. Mark, what have you got to say to enlighten us before we get out of here?
I'd like to formally apologize to Scott Grimes for talking ourselves out of correct answers, or things that he chatted to me that were right answers that I picked something else, and then I just made up Jason Giambi because I didn't really understand the whole point. But I was like, well, maybe the Giambino has to do with the Bambino, and I was just like, he's an MVP, why not? We'll just throw it out there. So that was right. Scott did come up with Ernie Ladd. We were confused about the Chargers Hall of Fame, as if the guy was a Charger, and Ian Happ was the first name that he sent to me.
So maybe. Scott, you were trying to turn the L train around, and Mark just shoved you out of the way, took your conductor's hat, and just
I blew up the bridge.
Full steam ahead.
Back, and then we went into the gorge. So
we're called OGs for a reason, okay? It's 2021. I'm losing games. All is right in the world.
Straight to the Eastwood Ravine. All right. Well, Mark, thank you for coming on. Don't be such a stranger. You can come back before another 9 months go by and build your record back up now that you've got whatever it is, 7 of the last 8. Perhaps pairing you with Scott was not the right answer. But I want to thank you for your ongoing support of the podcast and to all of our patrons as well. So on behalf of the patrons and Scott, Bohmbach, Tako, and all of my fellow benchwarmers, I have been David Lux. Thank you for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch! Stretch! Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes! Yes! The pitch from Silvano. A drive deep to right field. Down the line. The Mariners win this game 2-1. The dream lives. They're going to the playoffs. The drought is over. Cal Raleigh. Wow. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Want more trivia? Follow us at Benchwarmers TP on all social platforms for more sports facts and trivia. That's at Benchwarmers TP.